Here's typically the time, not really the timetable, but I guess kind of the series of events that you're going to be looking at. If you're a homeowner, if you're a property owner or business owner, the first thing you're going to do obviously is you're going to have to set up a claim with your insurance company. Notify your insurance company, tell them you've had damage. They will then set an appointment and send an adjuster out to your home, out to your business to do an assessment of the loss. Once that is done, they're going to go back and during that assessment, you're going to want to look to see that they're really being comprehensive in what they're looking at. I mean, not just 2 or 3 times around the house, take a few pictures and then be on their merry way. You want to make sure that they look at everything. And so it's very important to you as the homeowner or the property owner to have gone through and survey the damages yourself. So if you see the adjuster kind of not looking at a certain area, you can say, hey, I had some damage over here. You can point those things out. You want it to be as comprehensive of a review of the premises as it can be, because what they're going to do after that is they're going to go back, they're going to add up all the damage, they're going to assign a value to it, they're going to send that information back to the insurance company, and the insurance company is going to write you a check. Now, you're not going to know what that check amount is until you talk with your adjuster after they get that initial report. At that point, you make the decision. Is this amount satisfactory? Does it cover everything I need to do? You'll have probably during the same time period hired a general contractor or a contractor to handle the type of damage you have, a roofing contractor, a water remediation company, whatever your need may be, to kind of get an idea of what those prices are going to be. And if the insurance company pays you a check and it's more than enough, or it's enough to cover the things that you need to be done, then you're probably going to be okay. What we anticipate happening is that they're not going to pay you what needs to be done. Typically, these initial reports are going to operate on best case scenario. When we start looking at the true value of a claim, oftentimes it's not as good as we think. We think we know the extent of the roof damage until we pull up the shingles. We think we know the extent of the water intrusion until we do a moisture test and maybe pull away some of the drywall. So, and that's okay, because most of the times these claims, you're allowed to present what's called a supplemental claim once you provide the insurance company with new information. So when you get that initial offer, it may be sufficient, it may not be. If it's not sufficient, that's when you can really benefit from having an attorney or a public adjuster come out to try to get you maximum value. Now, the difference between an attorney and a public adjuster, we can file a lawsuit. So if they're not paying you what you should be paid, if they're denying fair compensation for that, a public adjuster and attorney, we can both present a report that says, no, you should do this, and maybe they pay it, maybe they don't. Well, if they don't and they draw that line in the sand, you're going to need to come to an attorney, because we're the ones that can actually do something about it in court.